everyone. Welcome to Motivation Mondays. And this is Motivation Monday episode 4, which means that it is the last day of the whole U turn theme that we had going pretty much the entire week, right? Starting from last Tuesday. So, for this Motivation Monday, I also wanted to go more towards the whole U turn concept of like this idea of you not liking something and doing a full 180 and actually starting to like it. And this definitely fits very well into this theme, this whole idea of me having MS, because a lot of times um, you know uh, during MS I have found over time that there have been certain things that I started liking doing, and then other times when certain things became a little too difficult to do. So to start off, welcome to Nareen's Life with MS. I am Nareen. So to continue with what I was saying regarding Motivation Mondays and how to how we at least for the theme of this past week has been completely on taking U-turns and reevaluating something that we might or might not like. So the one thing I do want to give you a little motivation for is that try to start every day off by doing something that you would normally not do the day before, right? I mean, most of our days tend to end up being with us, you know, being in a relatively similar daily, it just ends up becoming a little, um, you know, uh, I'm losing the word right now, but it becomes very periodic, right? It becomes very ho hum to pretty much have every day be the same thing over and over again. And for me as well, every day pretty much blended into one another. It was very difficult to tell 2 days apart without you know actually thinking about, okay, what was something that I did that was you know overly special, overly different, um, overly overtly um, opposite. Well, I shouldn't say overtly opposite, just opposite of what I normally do. And I think part of it, I think the best example I can give you is me starting this daily vlog, right? I mean, there was no way that I could have started this vlog and carried it. I mean, I know it's still only day 29, but uh, you know, the fact that I plan on keeping it active and live means that every day I have to think of different things to say. I mean, there is one of the things that has always stopped me from, let's say, journaling, from writing anything, from pretty much keeping a diary of sorts, is just the fact that I would look at every single day just being a repetition of the previous day, right? And this was regardless of when I didn't have a job, when I did have a job, when I was a student, when I was anything else, just because everything just ended up becoming so much like a timetable. And so the one thing I do want to give you a motivation for on this Monday is to try something different, try doing something new every single day, right? And this new thing does not have to be something that will completely change your life. right? I mean, it can be as little as trying to brush your teeth with the other hand. It can be something that might not seem life changing at first, but you'll end up realizing that okay, there is something else that you can look forward to doing. And definitely, I think just having that one little change, that one little u-turn, even if it is something that you will probably revert back to, let's say, the following day, it will at least make each day stand out a little bit more. So a lot of times, even if I do if I do repeat the same u-turn 2 days, right, 2 days that aren't exactly consecutive, I do tend to notice specifically those 2 days. So one small example I can give is, you know, not starting my day off by looking at my phone, for example. Right, something very small, something very insignificant, but it is a day I still remember because it was something where I started a little differently from the day before. So that is one thing that I wanted to pretty much leave you with this week, and I think this can pretty much start up maybe a theme for the next week going forward, and starting off with a favorite thing Tuesday tomorrow. But I do think that if you do want a little more motivation, if you do feel like life is getting a little too boring, just try doing something very insignificant, but something that is completely the opposite of what you used to do, um, in terms of you know doing it, and see how that changes your life. And do share your inputs on you trying out this experiment yourself, because I would love to hear your responses and I would love to engage in a conversation with you. So with that being said, this has been Narine's Life with MS. I hope this Monday motivation has gotten you all revved up to pretty much start off the week off right, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Thanks.